So this is video 6 on the T4 full camper van build. Welcome back, or if you're new, hello, and please subscribe if you can, if you like what I'm doing or you get any help from this. So that's the table done from a kit form from Clear Cut. There's a full video on that. It's the video before this one, and I've just done the back there, which is going right there. So the plan now is to drill a couple of holes in the legs, maybe one actually, doesn't really need any more than that, and that's secure there with the drop down hatch for the storage. That's the back cover there in and secure, gives it a nice neat finish under the bed. The drop down to the storage underneath, and I've covered the back there and this side as well. If you're looking from that side, you'll see it's I've covered it. Okay, I'm going across to the front of the van now and working out how to do this at the front. It'll be slightly different, about 4 different ideas, so let's have a look and try and work that one out. I'm just waiting for the catches tomorrow for all the cupboards. So okay, yeah, happy with that. So onto the front section. So onto the front of the rock and roll bed. After bringing in deep thought from hitchhikers and staring at it for half an hour basically, and then trying to work out how I could do it, because the bed lifts up leaving this back frame here. So I thought I'd go across, all the way across there, but there's only a 12mm gap, and I didn't really want to interfere with the bed. It's a bit too tight. You get marks on there. And then what do I do for the front drop down drawer? I'm only using 12mm. So the idea I've had, keeping as much storage as possible, is I'm boxing in these two sides here, obviously boxing in that bit there, and on the front, after lots of manual dexterity, I've made that bit there which will basically click in, and the other two pieces will, with T-trim, meet up to it either side, so they're fixed, and this will pull down. You can still operate the bed with that there, or you can remove it for storage. So to remove that, just simply hand in there and it'll have a little click fixings top and bottom. It'll just click out, so you can remove that. So you've complete front end of the bed then is open storage, and if you need to lift the bed up and out, you can still get both hands under there, lift it up and out. So yeah, kind of 2 birds 1 stone there. So I'm now going to make up these 2 pieces coming down here, possibly back there, but I'm not too sure if it'll foul the middle of the bed sections when it's down. So I think I'm good with that. If I come across to here and then T-trim the edge similar to that, T-trim on that edge, top down, and the same for there with the cutout for the diesel heater, and then I think that looks really good, solves a major problem. Okay, right, let's get those 2 done. So I'm happy with that. So you can just pull that out the way, and then you've got your full access to the bed there. I've also covered the back of that. So I'm thinking, if you're taking maybe a bike, you could fold a bike flat in there with the wheels off, obviously. You've got 8 foot from the front to the back. So from here you could shove a couple of surfboards through there, sit on a kayak maybe. Right, shut up and get on with it. So I'll make those 2 end pieces. So that's the middle and the right hand side done there. It's nice and secure. So it's just this side now, connecting the small piece of the air ducting that you get onto there, coming through the hole I shall make in here, and then put the sort of extractor point vent there on there. Okay, measure that up, get that cut. I've got location points on the floor, side of the cabinet, and the leg there. I'll just double side to the leg, and here, and maybe two on there, doing the same pretty much as this, but with the hole there. So that's the front of the bed sorted. Really happy with that. Right hand side fitted permanently, left hand side fitted permanently. There's the outlet for the diesel heater there, that's adjustable. I would leave it sort of at that angle there, blowing into the van, maybe a little lower. Yeah, you can use that with the bed out, which will come to maybe here. The front section there, when I've got the clips, will pull off. Just waiting for those clips to turn on. That actually sits quite well there at the moment, so you can basically, I'll leave that as it is with the clips behind. You can just pull it out and still get underneath the bed there to lift the bed out. You don't need to remove that, that can stay there while the bed comes out and back, but with it out you've got all of the storage underneath the bed. That was the plan. So via the Anorak highway I've got these sort of, what do you call it, annealed knobs turned up for the cupboards, so I'll go around and fit those high on that one, the two at the back. So I'll go around now and fit those, and then I'm waiting for stuff to turn up basically. I can crack on with the water side of the sink, the gas. I use the gas kit for this one for another build, so at least that'll give me a decision on where I'm fitting the gas and the water in this. Just because I look at the way the gas pipes will route. Yeah, come back to that. Right, so get these on and then go from there. So well happy with them. That's the back two handles on. Yeah, look really good. I've decided to cover the rear cupboards, all of the rear cupboards as well, for surfaces obviously. So yeah, that cupboard is finished apart from the catches. 3 shelves, all with lights. Drop down here, obviously again need the catches and a good tidy up, but that's finished. Back's covered as well. Liking that. So now I'll move to the 3 on the front there. The electrics cupboard, I'll need one, and the 2 lower gas and water, and then put the seats in. May call the video there, not too sure. Trying to sort of build up my YouTube videos, get it all moving again. So again, if you like it, subscribe if you could, it's going to massively help. Right, shut up and get on with it. Right, get those 3 done. I've got to make a cupboard front up for that, so it'll either be that or the seats back in or both, and then that'll be it for this one. Right, just give these handles draw knobs a mention. So they come with 3 different screws, so you can any type of drawer. I'm using that middle one there with 18mm ply, just really good quality on the old auction site that we all know in the UK. They're only I think they're £1 each, so I bought 10 or 15 of them. But obviously you've got to watch for snarling or knocking if you knock a bed on it or whatever, but small price to pay for something that looks really good. So really happy with those. Didn't take long at all. Done all of the back of the cupboards as well. So yeah, I think what I'll do now is drop the seats back in. I'll leave the passenger loose. I've got to bring a positive through. So it's the fuel sender cap back on. Under the seats are good, as ever with this van. It's superb condition, not a speck of rust anywhere. So yeah, drop the liner back there. Again, that's in great condition. Put the seats in, bolt the drivers down, leave the passenger loose because it's got to briefly come back out again. And yeah, that'll be it. And move my mess. So that's the sender cover back in, both seats down. Notice the driver's left arm there, a bit loose. I've done these before, just needs tightening. Again, point everything out. So apart from my mess, I'm really happy with that at the moment. So bit of blurb and what I'm up to, and then I'll end this video. Still to fit, the water, the gas, it's a bit across, again, water, gas, water, whichever way. Section across there. I think what I'll do with that is put it on clips, 1, 2, 3, 4, leave a vent across the top there for the fridge, and similar to this one to sort of match that, just a pull off section for maintenance. That leaves you, what would be good there is sort of raise it above the fridge there and put another piece across here, and then 2 runners, and have a pull out section for a knives and sort of cutlery drawer. Did think about that, but I need to speed myself up a bit. Again, there's other bits and pieces you could add to this. Yeah, speaking of which, is another idea I've got for these size vehicles is a shower. It's about the only thing it's missing, apart from a high roof, obviously. But I mean, you're getting into, you know, quite a big expense there. Just kick that out of the way. Yeah, so you got water, toilet, bed, sink. The only thing it's really missing is hot water and a shower. So I've had an idea of, in the back here, getting a water heater, obviously for the hot water, and also a shower, which I've had the idea of suckering at sort of a makeshift shower, if you like, but a good one. Sucker onto the top screen there, or something that goes across barn doors if you've got barn doors, and then a curtain around. I won't go into too much detail, I've got other ideas on that, I'll keep it to myself. Nobody's really done it yet, not that I've seen anyway. And yeah, I think that'll be the sort of, for these size vans, good. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and yeah, keep me going basically. This Sprinter will be next. That will be a 2 or 4 berth with beds in the back. I did have the idea of dropping them up and down, but I'm going to keep it simple. C-shape, or even seats either side, goes into a double bed. Seats at the front go to a double bed, a shower and a cooking area. May even just leave it two berth. There's a company, Nord Campers, that I follow on Instagram. I think they sell on eBay as well. Their campers, I really like the look of those. So I'm kind of going to be going down that kind of simple, clean look with that one. Again, yeah, Nord Campers, cracking builds they do. But yeah, going back to this, I'm happy with this. This will be finished on the next build. Then it's onto that. Then it's onto a VW Caddy Mark 1 to a little micro camper. And then whatever else I can buy, I'm looking at the moment. So again, thanks for watching.